What's up, James? I wanted to talk about trying to do things in more than one kind of way, and I mean that as far as being nice to people, making decisions, your faith, exercise, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to stick to some fucking crazy strict routine to be successful. You know what I mean? Uh, as far as kindness, people think to be successful in being kind and helping others is just giving out some advice about what you think about situations, or you know giving homeless people some change, or being out and joining organizations and helping people in front of others. All that's cool, but um, and not entirely. I'm not some fucking you know whatever, but it can be selfish sometimes. You know what I mean? Without us realizing it, it can be pretty selfish, because sometimes we only do it because it makes us feel good. And yeah, there might not be something wrong with that, but and I'm not saying stop doing it that way, but every now and then try to do something without you benefiting in your mind. Like, if you're walking down the street and you got some change in your pocket, instead of walking it up and giving it to somebody specific, you choosing, you taking control and giving it to somebody, maybe try dropping some change on the ground wherever you are. You know what I mean? And then it's like, well, what if a little kid picks it up, or some person who doesn't even need it? And that's up to God. You know what I mean? It's basically something so selfless that you want to make sure that you get no credit for it. And our brains still try to make it selfish by adding us into well, what if we made a mistake? Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're not the one who makes the decisions. It's God. And yeah, He gave us some control, and you might see somebody and you're like, well, no, I want to help them right here, right now. And I just did that today. So I'm not saying ain't nothing against the rules. I'm just saying switch up how you do stuff. Some days I'll do Tai Chi, some days I'll do yoga, some days I'll do some lifting some weights, I'll fucking jog other days, and sometimes I don't do shit. And I've lost 125 pounds so far. Like, it's all good. Eat differently. Have sex differently than what you normally do. If you like to fucking chow down and eat your food real quick or whatever, like how I did, slow the fuck down. Try it for a week or two. See what happens. If you're always taking your fucking time and everybody's waiting on your ass to eat, munch that shit down a few times. You know what I mean? Just switch it up. See what works for you, because you are not one certain way. You may think you are one certain way, but you are imaginary. It's fucking... And I'm not gonna even get into all of that. But growing up, you saw something you liked, you mimicked it, it became part of you. So that's why you're funny. That's why you're smart. That's why you're analytical. Because you got some kind of recognition, either from others or yourself. It made you feel good in some way. So you kept doing it until it became not just a habit, but it just was just you. You know? So don't ever let shit like that hold you back. Try new shit. Boy.